moment I saw her phone illuminate with his name, John, I felt something within me fracture. It was not a loud, jarring crack, but a quieter, more hollow sensation, like glass splintering under a hidden pressure. For weeks, I had sensed the growing distance, the swift kisses, the transparent excuses about late-night meetings, the way her laughter seemed reserved for someone else. But seeing that name flash across her screen while she bathed was the validation I had never wanted. My wife, the woman I had cherished for 12 years, was no longer mine, the beginning of the end. When she emerged from the washroom, wrapped in a towel and softly crooning a tune that was clearly not for me, I did not confront her. Not yet. I simply observed her as she drifted into the bedroom, noticed how her fingers lingered on her device, and how her lips curled into a smile she had not granted me in months. That night, while she slept peacefully by my side, I gazed at the ceiling. The woman I believed to be my forever was living a clandestine existence. My chest felt heavy, my throat parched. I longed to rouse her and demand the truth, but something restrained me. A voice inside me whispered, "Allow her to reveal it herself. Do not grant her the satisfaction of believing she outwitted you." So I waited, and the waiting was an excruciating torment. The confession came on a Thursday evening. She arrived home late once more, her hair slightly disheveled, smelling faintly of a cologne that was not mine. She did not even notice my eyes following her every movement. "John," she said casually, evading my gaze as she placed her purse down. "We need to converse." My stomach lurched. "Here it is." "What about?" I inquired, keeping my tone even though my hands trembled. She sighed, her words almost rehearsed. "I do not believe this union is working any longer. We have drifted apart. I need my own space. I want out." There it was. No contrition, no tears, just a cold, methodical decision, as though she were altering a service plan, not dissolving a 12-year bond. I studied her countenance, searching for a sign of a crack in her resolve. "Is this about John?" I asked quietly. Her head snapped up, her eyes widening before narrowing into a defensive posture. "What are you talking about? Do not insult me. I have seen the messages, the late nights, the deceptions," I said, my voice low. "You do not have to feign ignorance." She froze, then straightened her stance. Instead of denying it, she whispered, "Yes, it is about John, and I am not sorry. He makes me feel alive, something I have not felt with you in years." Her words cut deeper than any blade, not because of the other man, but because of how little she cared about shattering me. I did not plead. I did not yell. I did not even weep. Not then. I simply nodded slowly, stood, and said, "If that is what you desire, you are free to go." She blinked, clearly expecting a fight. "That's it? You're just letting me go? What else is there to do?" I asked, my voice steady, though my insides were crumbling. "You departed from me long ago, Emily. You simply needed to articulate it." The next week was a blur of paperwork, profound silence, and sleeping in separate rooms. She packed her possessions and relocated to live with John, as though 12 years of life could be folded neatly into a suitcase. I signed the divorce papers with shaking hands, but a strangely lucid mind. I believed the anguish would destroy me, but when the final stamp landed on those documents, I felt something I had not anticipated. Freedom. The first nights alone were excruciating. The bed felt like an abyss, the silence deafening. Every corner of the house murmured memories, her laughter in the kitchen, her scent lingering in the hallway. But gradually, life seeped back in. Friends who had drifted away reappeared, inviting me out for meals and drinks. My sister checked in daily. Even my old guitar, long forgotten in the closet, found its way back into my hands. I was not healed yet, but I was breathing once more, and with each breath I realized something crucial. I had not lost her. I had been released from her. Then, a month later, she made her return. It was a Saturday afternoon when I heard the knock on my door. I opened it to see Emily standing there looking different, not as she had with the other John, not confident, but simply uncertain. "Greetings, John," she said softly, as though the word alone could undo everything. I leaned against the doorframe, my arms crossed. "What is it you desire?" I wanted to see how you were doing," she murmured, her eyes darting past me into the house that was once hers. I raised an eyebrow. "Why?" "You made your indifference quite clear." She swallowed hard, then asked the question that revealed her true purpose. "So, is there another person? Have you progressed?" For a moment, a cynical laugh almost escaped me. The irony was too sharp. She had left me for another man, and now she wanted to know if someone had replaced her. "Indeed," I replied simply, though not in the way she had intended. Her face fell. I stepped closer, meeting her eyes with calm conviction. "Me. I replaced you with myself, with the version of me you buried under your deceptions. I am focusing on me now, Emily. My contentment does not depend on you any longer." She blinked rapidly, as though my words struck harder than any insult could. "John, I made a grave error. The other John. He's not—" "Cece," I interrupted her. "You do not get to alter this narrative. You chose him. You chose to end us. And I chose to walk away free. Do not come back here looking for something you threw away." Her lips trembled, eyes glistening with unshed tears. For the first time, I observed remorse etched upon her countenance. But it was too late. That night, I sat on the veranda with a glass of scotch, the autumn air cool against my skin. I thought about the woman I once loved, the treachery that nearly destroyed me, and the strength I never knew I possessed until I let her go. She had ended our union, believing she had upgraded her life. But a month later, she came back, not to reclaim me, but to see who had taken her place. And the truth was, she never imagined that the one who replaced her was me. For the first time in years, I felt complete.